Yeah.
I'm really nervous. Okay. So, talking about this specific time period in my life makes me feel like embarrassing weak, and so that's why not a lot of people know about it. And so sophomore year was one of the hardest years for me, not only academically but also emotionally. I experienced a mood disorder that began around like mid-September, and it kind of just never seemed to end. And so we have all had or have right now, or will have that special person in our lives, right? The one that makes us happy, that we love spending our time with. And so before I experienced this mood disorder, I had this one person, right? He was smart, funny, nice, and he just made me feel like the most amazing girl on the planet, right? And I mean, I was in high school at this point, so whenever he'd like sing to me, even if it was bad, like it meant something to me, right? And so then eventually something happened between us, and that end marked like the beginning to this ugly feeling that I had. And so most of you know that running is my escape to things. Like I run when I'm stressed, when I'm mad, when I'm sad, upset, even sick, because when I run, it's like I get rid of all that the bad things in me, and it just makes me feel better. And so sophomore year was my second year being part of the cross country team, and I realized that my passion for running started to slowly fade away, and I didn't enjoy it anymore. I wanted to quit the team, and the only reason I didn't quit was because the coach knew what was going on, and he told me, no, I'm not going to let you quit. You can do it. But I didn't want to be part of the team anymore. I just wanted to quit. I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be in my room and just not interact with anyone. And so losing that special person in my life and having so many problems within my family, and then me being like that person that didn't want anyone else to know how I felt, like come to school and pretend like nothing was happening, and like I was just this happy girl that, you know, was the smart girl that received A's all the time. Like all of that kind of just got to me and caused me to go into what we call depression. And so I got to the point where I just collapsed and I couldn't control what I felt. And so my daily schedule, which I think was a major contributing factor, because again, I was this busy girl and I didn't want anyone else how I felt. I didn't want anyone else to know how I felt. And I just wanted to seem like this happy girl at school that, oh, like she's really smart and she gets all these good grades. And so all of that like kind of got to me, right? And so I would wake up around like 5:30 in the morning every day. I would go to practice. I would come to school. I would stay after school for extracurricular activities and then do homework until like 2, 3 in the morning. And then wake up again, and all that just, you know, it was my daily schedule. And so I would only get 2 to 3 hours of sleep every night. And my body was done, like it was physically and emotionally drained. And I just didn't want to do it anymore. I avoided eating dinner with my family. I avoided spending time with my friends. Like, we had cross-country meets, and I would sit in the front by myself because I just didn't want to interact with anyone. And so I would get home from school, and I would just feel the need to cry, like let everything out, because I didn't want anyone else at school to find out. And so I didn't feel comfortable crying at home, at like school with anyone. So I'd get home and just feel the need to cry. And so I never actually tried to take my life away, but I would be lying if I say I never even thought about it, because whenever you're going through that, you just feel like there's no reason to live anymore, and you just, like, if you were to die, like, no one would care, and it would make no difference. And so, not a lot of people knew that this was happening to me, but my mom was one of the people that did, and so she was helping me along the process. But again, she was very worried about me, and so I didn't want to worry her any more than what I already had. So I would cry whenever, like, I was in the shower. Like, I would go and shower, but I would play my music on my phone, because, you know, when you're crying, people can hear it. And so I would play the music while I was in the shower, put it up high, and then just feel the need to cry. And I would be bawling in tears. Like, it was ridiculous, the amount of time I would spend crying. And it was just this empty feeling that I had inside of me that wouldn't go away. And I would even, like, it was so bad, like, I would like look at myself and be like, Malenie, like, why are you crying? I would yell at myself, and I'd be so mad because I didn't understand why I was feeling like this. Like, it just wouldn't go away. And so I feel like it was the breakdown for everything that had been holding inside of me, and my body was just like, you're done. And so it was those feelings that I got that wouldn't go away. And so eventually I went to the doctor, and things started to slowly get better. However, I wasn't allowed to be left alone. Like, my mom would be with me when I was doing my homework, and she was doing her own thing, because people just didn't want me to break down. I would go to church every now and then and talk to the priest, and that helped me, because it was like letting everything out with someone that was not a family member or like a friend. And then normally people who experience these type of things are given medication to help control how you are felt. And like, I was about to be another person under that category when I realized I didn't want to. And I talked to myself and I was like, you need to learn how to help yourself. Like, how do I expect to stop feeling like this, and how do I expect someone else to help me if I can't help myself? And so slowly, like, I was like, I just need to go run, I need to go do something, I need to just, even if I don't want to, even if I don't feel like it, I need to do it. Because depression is a really horrible thing to go through, and it's really hard to explain how you feel, because it's like you don't even know that. You just feel like empty inside, you feel useless, you feel like it's not even worth it anymore, and it wouldn't make a difference if you're not here. And the sad thing is that it kind of just comes and slaps you in the face when you least expect it. But I mean, it's just like anything else, you have to like fight through it and know that it will get better, and you have to learn just how to fight it. That's why I have been doing it ever since.